Hello all, in today's video we're going to talk about Savior of Gilded Spire, the Control Room. This is a group mission in the Overboard expansion. Okay, so there are 3 different achievements and we're going to go over this, and this one is quite easy. So the Overboard, nobody gets thrown off the Leviathan during the battle. That's very simple, just being in a certain spot. Nobody gets zapped by neutral spark. Again, that's very easy by everyone being in a certain spot. And then nobody died by deadly manipulation on them. And we'll talk about that in just a second. Okay, so if you saw my beta videos and all that such, we had hotkeys made. Totally useful. If you don't have them, well, I'll put them in the description. But one is basically, if there's a suffering thing, you talk to the frog, you say silver wing. If there's the pass up, you say Harladar. If it's defense, you say Gikolklin, and then manipulator Venesh. And again, I'll tell you when to use it and whatnot. But if you have those hotkeys, it's great. If you don't, you could simply hail the frog later when the event is active. Right now, at the start, it just tells you to leave. Okay, so you're going to get your group ready. You're going to go up top. The theme for all the missions and everything is kill initial trash, and then, yeah. So you would hail this thing. You would say dead. I like to pull them. There are 2 of them. I pull them over to the Mystic over here. You kill those, the general activates, you kill the Mystic. The Mystic must be killed in order to call the good dragons over. So once this Mystic is dead, the general will be pulled. Now this is the important part. Look at my map over here. You see the hexagon in the center, the large one? I like to position it just northwest of it. So you follow me, looking at the screen. This part right here, if you tank it here, and then I'll put the location in the description, but it's location 439108. If you tank it here, the ads will auto aggro, and you will avoid the spark, and you'll avoid getting thrown overboard. Getting thrown overboard is if you're by the window, and then people get zoned out. So if you stay here, you never have that issue. Adds are percentage based on boss, every so percents, and I'll link it here. Basically, Gilded Guardian, first one is 95, 85, 65, 45, 35, 25, 15, approximately. And then the random emotes start at 80. The random emotes were the things that I mentioned earlier, those 4 things. You would just talk to the dragon. There's a 45-second cooldown as well. If you made Gina triggers for it, some of these have typos that I suspect that they'll fix, and you'll need to adjust your Gina triggers again. And just kill ads as they spawn. So why don't we get to the video now? Okay, here we go. So let me make this 2 times speed. Alright, I triggered event, and like I said, I bring those 2 over. In my group here, we have me boxing Elaz and Ganarak, then we have Allison, Kood, and Cheeks in the group. And here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Alt tabbing. Alright, that gets dead. General will activate, and you'll see that we are staying on the Mystic. Okay, gonna pause the video right here. You see how I stand on this line right here? This is gonna position the dragon perfectly in this center part here, right? And the group, the best way I could explain it is always stay on the dark tiles and be east or south of the target ring. If you are on the lines on the north or the west side, that neuron spark, the neutral thing, is going to zap you. Alright, and I always face north so that I could tag the Gilded Guardians as they spawn. So you see one is on the northeast coming in. And then this way the tail is always there. So there was an emote happening, so I'm going down to hail it. and it was the Manipulator. The Manipulator is Venesh will disable the dot so that you could get that achievement, the Unmanipulated. So here we go. Now we're just DPSing. So the big thing here is from 75, you want to give it a little burn to 50. This way you skip the tilted phase. The tilted phase is basically the Leviathan shaking its belly, and everybody in the group will move from side to side. You can't heal. It does 3 shifts. It's quite annoying. Certainly, you can manage it. It's just if you could avoid it, do so. So then you're going to need to deal with a few more ads, which is not the end of the world, right? The thralls is Holodar, and then call it over. The group is there. Big thing about the Gilded Guardians I didn't mention earlier, they have an ability where they will drop aggro 100% and they'll charge somebody. So whoever that somebody is, they need to go near the tank so that they could get taunted off of them or faded off extremely quickly. And then here we go, just continuously DPS. As far as the priority is concerned, I like to make sure defensive gets cured first, because that only makes the boss take 1 melee damage, and that's horrible. And then probably the thralls, the pests, just to get rid of ads. Then Manipulator, and then the Suffering is the least of your warriors. I don't even think I clear Suffering at all. That's the dot in the effects window. Alright, and then just keep on going as you see here. I think there were 7 Gilded Guardians that you need to kill total. The Manipulator and the Thralls do not need to die. They poof on their own. And then there we go. Very simple. And then all 3 achievements over there. And no ring. Boo boo boo. But anyway, that's basically it. This is one of the easier ones. You don't need to do the hails at the bottom, but like if you get the defensive, that's like 8 minutes or something like that for it to go away. And yeah, that's pretty horrible. So that's it. That's how you get Savior for the control room. Not hard at all. And everything is percentage based. Like I said, the emotes start at 80, and then if you burn from there, you'll get a couple more, and then just kill the Gilded Guardians. One of the nice things about all these missions is you control the tempo. If you don't want more ads, well, don't DPS the boss. It's as simple as that. So these missions are great for groups that can control their DPS. Alright, so on to the next video. I'm going to be doing a series of all these saviors so that you guys could get your challenger done and evolve your rings. Alright, thanks all. Bye bye.